Hello friends, this is Shelley from Koala Knits and Knacks. Thank you so much for clicking on this tutorial. I'm so thrilled that you have joined me, and I just want to take a moment to let you know that I just love and appreciate all of you so much. I began this YouTube journey just a little over a year ago, and the support that I am getting and the amount of people who are part of this community is just shocking to me. But I just so appreciate all of you so very much. For those of you who have not yet subscribed to my channel but watch my videos, would you please take the time to hit that subscribe button? It only takes a moment. You don't get any emails or any junk mail or anything. It just helps YouTube to recognize that my videos are being watched, and it will help to promote my channel. So if you would like and subscribe, that's something that you can do for me, and I just can't tell you how much I would appreciate it. Okay, so in this tutorial, we're going to make this beanie. Now you see two of them here, but one beanie will give you both looks because it is reversible. We're also going to use a Pom-kin, which I'll show you at the end of the video, for the pom-poms because they are removable pom-poms. So you can wear this beanie with or without the pom-pom. You can wear it one color or the other color, depends which side you want to wear it on. Or you can roll down the brim or fold down the brim and wear it as this beautiful slouchy beanie. Like, isn't this gorgeous? So you got both color options for both beanie styles, and you can wear both or all four with or without a pom-pom. And so it's just like a wonderful versatile pattern that I know you're gonna love. I used my Addi 46 needle machine. I also used Bernat Premium Yarn in the color Shadow Blue and Green. So but you make it in whatever colors you love, and be sure to show me in my Facebook group because I really want to see. Okay, and so once you have your supplies, we're gonna just get going on this project. All right, friends, so if you're ready and you have your 46 needle Addi or your 48 needle central, we will begin. You're gonna bring your last white, your first black in line with your yarn feeder there. You're gonna take your first color, color A. We need two colors. We're gonna take color A and we're gonna put it behind. It doesn't matter which one you start with, by the way. We're gonna put it behind our black needle, and we're gonna go in front of the next, behind and in front, all the way around, and we're gonna cast on. Okay, and before we get all the way around, we're going to set our row counter to 0. So I generally stop whenever I think of it. And then we're ready for when we begin, okay? Because I don't count this part, this first row here, this cast on row. It's in front of that last white. We're gonna put it into our yarn feeder. And then I'm going to use this little tensioner that I got off of Amazon, okay? So you open your yarn. I'm just gonna see if I can see this. Yes, I can in my camera. We're gonna stick that in there. I'm gonna put that around that white needle, into that bigger loop there, and then into the second tensioner. That's the one I like to use, okay? And then I still actually hold the bottom, but I don't put any tension on. I just hold it so I can feel the end of the ball coming, or for knots. And then we're gonna knit. And I always pull this little one down because it always bunches up a little bit. And I'm actually taking apart a hat that I tried a pattern on and I didn't like, so now I'm unwinding it as I go, okay? And we are going to knit 50 rows of color A, okay? So you go ahead and you keep turning your handle and going round and round and round until you get 50 rows of your one color that you just started with, okay? Just like this. And you'll notice how smooth and quiet my machine is. Oops, except for when it's got no tension from that piece that I'm pulling from. And I mentioned this in a lot of my videos. I think it's been, I don't know, maybe even 2.5 months since I did the tin foil hack in my handle. I've done it twice now. And if you go to my channel and go to videos, you can look for the tinfoil hack in your handle video and follow it exactly how I show you when it comes to what size that you cut it and how many times you fold it and where you place it. And it tightens your handle so that usually your handle has lots of wiggle room. My handle does not. And that little piece of tinfoil will compact and it'll be like a little piece of metal that's in there. And it stays in place, and it just makes your knitting machine work so much more efficiently. Like you have to do it at your own risk because I'm not a manufacturer of these machines, but I will tell you that I think it works 100%, makes a difference. So I'd encourage you to try it, okay? If you don't like it, you can always take it out and never use it again. But keep going until you get 50 rows, and then I'll see you back. All right, so I finished my 50 rows. I'm going to take out my tensioner. I'm going to cut off an end from my green, open my latch, put it between the last white and the first black. Don't forget to do that because you still have to finish knitting this one, and you have to knit this one, okay? And that's the end of the row. We're going to take our second color. We're going to put it into our yarn feeder just like that. And then we're going to do the jogless join because it's my favorite way of doing it now, where you don't see any lines when you change color, and I've mastered it and I'm so excited. Okay, so we're going to take that blue, put it in between the last white and the first black, then bring it around that white one. So both of those strands are crisscrossed underneath there, and there's 2 there. Then we're going to knit 4 needles. Then we're going to take both ends of our blue. You see this little loop there? Push that down under there and then tighten this up. That gives our tension. It gives us a nice tension on these first few needles, the same as it's going to be going around, okay? Just drop that into the center, and when we take this baby off the machine, we will fix that. You're going to knit 5 rows. So your counter will say 55, okay? I'll just stick on with you. 52. Oops. That's because I was holding this too tight because I didn't have my tensioner in there. And I didn't have slack coming out of the ball, so let me just change that. That's why your handle does that. 53, 54, and I got a knot. And one more, clicked on 55. I'm going to come around. And another little hint, if you haven't taken a black permanent marker and marked this divider between the last white and the first black, do it, because then you know exactly where to stop, okay? So that's 55, 5 rows of blue. We are going to cut that off. Can't use your tensioner here because you just keep taking it in and out. Open your latch, put it in between the last white, the first black. Go ahead and grab your green or whatever your first color was. Put it into that feeder, close it, swing it around that white needle, knit 4 needles. Then you're going to take both ends of that working color, you're going to pop that down underneath that divider, and you're going to give it a little tug. Then you're just going to drop it, okay? Make sure you've got slack coming on your ball, off of your ball there, and you're going to knit 5 rows. So to row 60, 57, 58, 59. Got tight coming out of the ball. And one more for 60. I'm going to watch for that black divider to come around. And then I'll know exactly where to stop. See, just like that. You'll never go past it if you're watching for it. Cut off your green yarn, open your latch, put that into the center, grab your other color now. We're going to keep alternating every 5 rows. Put that between the last white, the first black, then around, knit 4 needles, and again, help that down, pull it snug, pop that down into the middle there. You're going to knit 5 more rows. I won't stay with you to the end here. I'll just do one more. 62, because I want to show the newbies how to roll up the work if it's starting to touch your table. Okay, 64, and one more, 65. Okay, I saw that black divider coming around. We're gonna line it up. And before I do anything more, I'm gonna take my work and I'm going to start rolling it up into a donut. Because if it starts to touch the table, it puts slack on it. It pushes this up, and you could risk dropping a little loop off of these red teeth and dropping a row. So you don't want to do that. You want to, once it starts to touch the table, usually around 55 and 65 rows, depending on your tension and what yarn you're using. Once it starts to touch the table, you begin rolling it up into a donut, and then you roll it up every 10 or 15 rows as needed, okay? So I did 5 rows of blue. I'm going to cut my yarn, Open the latch, put this between the last white and the first black. I'm going to just tuck that underneath there. I do not have enough yarn on that green ball, so I'm going to grab my other one. And I'm going to add that into my feeder between the last white, first black, swing it around to the other side of that white needle, knit 4 needles, and then take both ends and pull on that tension just to tighten it. Tuck that under there so you don't get caught in the needles. Knit another 5 rows till you get to 70, and you're going to alternate till you get to row 90. And you're going to do 5 rows of each color until you get to row 90 and you complete row 90. Okay, so when I'm on my last color, I will see you back. So then essentially we're doing 40 rows of patterning. 5 rows for each color, keeping alternating for 40 rows, and that will take us to row 90 on our counter. And when I get there, I will see you back. All right, so I just finished row 90. I'm going to locate my scissors. I'm going to cut this off. I'm going to put it between the last white, the first black, just like what we've been doing. Now we started with our 50 rows of green. So now what we're going to do is take your second color, whatever that is for you. We're going to pop it in there. We're going to do a jogless join again, back behind that white needle. We're going to knit 4 needles. Then we are going to snug that up, tuck that down. I'm going to roll this up a little bit tighter. And we are going to knit 50 rows. So your counter's on 90. You're going to knit 50 rows until you get to row 140. And you don't need to change colors or anything. You're just going to keep going till you get to row 140, and then I'll see you back and we'll cast off together. All right, so I completed my 140 rows. I did 50 rows of this second color, the blue. And my whole project is 140 rows. I'm going to open my latch, take out my yarn tail, put it between that last white and the first black. I'm going to cut off a long tail. Okay, just like that. And we are going to cast off. So I'm going to turn my barrel and I'm going to remove those stitches that are loose. Okay, just like this. Now I've got some slack on there, I can do a bit more. Catching them on my needle with my thumb. Okay. You can hold your finger over this last one here, or this next one here, if you're concerned about pulling up too high on this. Because if you put too much pressure on this and don't have this one covered, this little loop will fall off your red teeth just like that, and then your row will start to drop. So you got to be very, very careful until you get the feel of the tension. Once you get the feel of the tension, then you can continue on. Going more, taking more. And again, always put your finger here if you're not confident. Okay, just like that. And we're going to go all around until we get all the stitches off the machine. Okay, so friends, go ahead and do that. And once you have it off, come back and see me and we will assemble. Now I'm going to use Pom-kins, which are removable pom-pom holders. And there's a certain way to close up the end of your beanie in order for them to fit. So if you're going to use Pom-kins, be sure to make sure that, or want to leave a little opening for a removable holder and see how that one works. If you don't have it, if you haven't got them already, then make sure that you watch how I close this beanie. Okay. All right, friends, I'll see you in a bit. Okay, so we have this beautiful thing off the machine, and we're going to unroll it. I think I'm going to have to move my camera up a little bit higher. Move it, unroll it so it's inside out. Okay, then we are going to pull out those little tails. There we go. We're going to stretch it widthwise all the way down. Okay, and then lengthwise all the way. That just softens up your rows, puts all of them in line, just makes a nicer project, okay? So we're going to do that just like so. Then we are going to fix our joins. Beautiful. Okay, so you're gonna get these all out of the way. This was just I had to add yarn because I ran out on my ball. But we're gonna take our top two, and you'll see how this naturally lines up. Okay, you've got this top row, and then the jog down a row, and then that's where this row is. So this is all the first row. But when you join, you have a little bit of a jog in there, and that's why it's called a jogless join, because we're going to take these two ends, put our finger above and below, and push down just to hold it in place. And then we're going to just pull these both in one direction. And do you see what magic that did? It lined this up. Just like that. And if it's not lined up enough, then just pull it a little bit further. Then tie it off in a knot. So simple. If you followed my channel, you know I get very excited about this because I didn't get it perfectly at first. I was either pulling too hard or not pulling hard enough or whatever it was. But now I just find it so much fun to do. Okay, so get these ones out of the way. Take the next two, and you'll see where it's not even. You're going to put your fingers there, and you're going to pull, and you feel it come together and line up. And when you see it lined up, you know you've done it right. Tie a little knot. Don't tie this really tight because then you're going to even pull on it more and it's going to be puckered on the other side. So make your second knot the tight one, okay? Cut it off, and we are going to do that all the way down. One more with you. See how? Then we're going to take this. Oh, and you just all of a sudden will feel it tug. It'll just slip into place, and it's such a good feeling. Okay, and then you're going to tie it off. We crafters find joy in the simplest things, but hey, it's like an accomplishment. And you know, when it makes your project look beautiful, it's worth being happy about. Okay, so go ahead and do that with all your joins, and I'll see you when you're done. All right, friends, there it is. This is where the join is. Like, isn't that just like something else? I just love it. It's so much fun to do. Okay, so now that you've got that done, you're going to go ahead and you're going to, oops, I don't need to put my hand in there yet. We are going to cinch up one end. So you're going to pull on the tail. I'm going to cut it off a bit because I do not need it long. Smoothing the edge out as you do so. That'll just give you a much nicer finish. Okay, so pull, smooth it out. Don't pull it all the way tight though, okay? You're going to take a pen. I'm going to cut that off again. You're going to take a pen or something. I have a little plastic straw here that I use for my loom knitting. It's about the width of a pen. I use that. I'm going to put it in that little hole and tighten this around it. And I'll tell you why in a second, okay? So I'm going to put that in there. And I'm going to tighten it around it because these are my little pumpkins that I'm going to use. And what you do is you tie your pom-pom onto here, or you slip the elastic from a faux fur pom-pom and you wrap it around a couple times. Then when you bend this in half, you stick it in that hole, and you need a hole wide enough to stick that in. Because then when you want to remove it, you just pop it out. Genius. I'll put the link for those in the description box below. And you can contact the seller if you're interested in them. I love them. Okay. If it's not something that you're interested in, I also have a do-it-yourself pom-pom holder made out of plastic sheets that I get at they're cutting boards actually, that I get at Dollarama, and those work beautifully too. So two options there for you. Okay, but these are genius, and they look very professional, and you're going to love them. So the link will be in the description below. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this now, and I'm going to secure it around. You can use a pen. Just use a normal pen if it works. And I know that when you order them now, there's a little thing in them that is for measuring, so you don't have to, use this. I don't have that little piece, but I know that it comes with that now. Okay, and so you're going to just reinforce around that top row of stitches, just like this. Okay. Just getting in there. Oops. It's a little awkward with that in there, but it's not hard. You can do it. I can do it. You can do it. Okay. Then you're going to tie off a little knot. So just grab one little layer there. Leave the straw in there while you tie your knot. Otherwise it will tighten more. Okay. And then do another one. Just like that. Then you can pull your straw out, or your pen, and you've got a little hole there. And when you're wearing it without the pom-pom, you do not see that. Like, you honestly do not see it. So now you're going to take that needle with the yarn, and you're going to poke it through that hole. You're going to pinch it and bring that through to the other side. Okay, making sure that that yarn tail is out all the time. And you're going to do the same thing to this yarn, to this end, okay? You're going to smooth it out, pop your little piece in there, which just fell on the floor. So I'm going to grab it and finish this off. You're going to reinforce it around once. And when you do that, or twice, however many you feel secure with, I'll see you back. Actually, I popped on quick because if you take your little piece, I had to go grab it, rolled across the floor. If you take it and you pop it in the hole of the one that's on the inside, it holds it secure. And this one is easier to do because it's not flying or falling all over the place, okay? And then you're going to do the same thing around this opening, just like this. I'm going to go around. I'm going to go around once for sure, maybe 1.5 times, maybe 2 times. Because when you're fiddling with your Pom-kin and putting it in and out, if the person chooses to, you want it to be really reinforced well. So go ahead, do that. I'll see you back. All right, so I'm going to tie this one off. Push that down with my thumb. Tie another one. I'm going to remove the needle because that makes it easier. Then you're going to take this one that's on the inside and you're going to pull it up so it's right close. Don't pull it so hard that you snap it though, but you want it to be, you can actually take this out now. You want it to be right up close to the outside one. Then you're going to tie a knot. Okay? Just like that. So the 2 layers are right close to each other. I'm going to tie one more. I always triple knot it. Then you're going to take your needle. I'm going to grab this wool needle. It has that little loop because then I can get both ends through. I get them on Amazon, but you can also get them in Walmart. And then I'm going to just hide that between the layers. Just like that. Pull and cut. Okay. So there you have a beautiful beanie. You've got it blue on the one side. Let me just move those even further. You got it blue on the one side and you can wear it as a slouchy beanie just like this, okay? Or roll it up. This is the top of the cuff, okay? Of the brim. That's a brimmed beanie. So that's the second way on this color. Or you can turn it the other way. I was going to say inside out, but it's not inside out. It's just like the right side out. Because they're both the right side. You can wear it as a slouch beanie in that color, or right above here is where your brim folds. And there you have the opposite color. Isn't that beautiful? I just love it. Now I'm going to make a pom-pom with this big clover pom-pom maker. It's got number 85 on the back. It's a huge pom-pom and I love it. You can even take a cardboard if you don't have a clover maker and make a pom-pom the size that you want, or wrap it around your 4 fingers and have your string that ties it go through these 2 fingers and tighten it. But go look for my video on how to make a pom-pom with a clover pom-pom maker and I'll show you how to make it. I'm not gonna do it on this particular video, but I'm gonna make one with both colors on this. I'm gonna just hold 2 color strands together and wrap both sides of the pom-pom maker, okay? And then I'm going to make the pom-pom, okay? And then I'll be back with you to attach it to the Pom-kin and attach it to our beanie. And I'm also going to put a faux fur one on one of these so that you can just see that you can reverse you can change the pom-poms out too. So there's so many options with a reversible beanie like this. Just loving it. So I'm going to go ahead, make that pom-pom, and I'll see you back. Be sure to go look at my video on how I make a pom-pom on a clover maker. If you don't have these, trust me, you're going to want to get them. I love these things. I bought it in a set of 4 and I use them all the time. So there you have it, my friends. I'll see you in just a little bit. There she is. Isn't that beautiful? Loving it. Okay, so I'm going to take my Pom-kin. I'm going to take, I double stranded this, so I'm going to take 2 of these and I'm going to wrap one around the Pom-kin one direction. I'm going to wrap the other. Which way did I go? Okay, so this one is this way. This one will be this way. Just like that. Then I'm going to take the 2. And I'm going to tie a knot. Okay? Just as simple as that. Tie a real snug knot. I'm going to do one more actually. Then you cut these off the length of the pom-pom fibers, just like that. And you've got your pumpkin attached. Like, isn't that wonderful? And then you put it in your hat like that. I'm gonna do that next. All right, so squeeze that in half. You can put this a little bit tighter. Mine seems like it's a little bit loose, but regardless, it's gonna work just the way it is, but make it as tight as you can. You're gonna put your hand into your hat and you're gonna line up with your finger. You're gonna just line up these little holes, which are already lined up, but you just wanna find them with your finger, okay? Then you're gonna push that in, just like that, so you can get it through both layers. Put your hat the other way, pull up. See how beautiful that? It just automatically springs open just like that, and it stays. That's actually tight enough. I said to make it tighter, but you don't have to. Once you get it in there, it's perfect, okay? And there you have it, your removable pom-pom. You can put it on this side, you can put it on the other side, you can, however you want to do it. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put one on the faux fur ones, and I'm going to show you the other side. All right, so this other side, and I've made two so that I can show you both, okay? I'm going to take my pumpkin, and couldn't decide which color pom-pom looked better, but I think the gray is good, okay? And we're going to wrap that elastic around that pom-pom holder 2 times, put it into the middle, just like that, okay? Now there is one side that's a little bit rougher on the pumpkin than the other. If you have that up, then that's what's going to be against the hat. I don't think it honestly matters because this is not going anywhere. But then when this springs open on the hat, this rough side will hold in place and not move. But honestly, that's speculation. I think it will work both ways. You're going to get your grip on that as good as you can. Put your hand in there and stick that little pumpkin into the double layers of your beanie. Just like that, okay? Turn it inside out. Then you can pull up on it and spread it out just like that. It's not going nowhere. Easy to put in, easy to take out. Blow dry your pom-pom for 10 minutes or shake it really good. And there you have it. 2 beautiful beanies. You can choose your way of making the pom-pom. You can wear it without the pom-pom, wear it either side. These are both the same. I just wanted to, for display purposes on my YouTube channel, I wanted to make 2 so I could show both colors. You can take it with the brim down, have them both as slouchy beanies, and you can wear them without the pom-pom. So many options to this beanie, and I love that the stripes are on the brim rather than the hat, because when you wear it slouchy, it looks like a brim. I just love this design. I hope you do too. Such a versatile pattern. Like, this is one beanie, well, this is 2 beanies, but one beanie will give you both these color looks, and you can wear them each with pom-poms or without pom-poms. So essentially that's 4 different looks. And then you can do the same with a slouchy beanie, either color with or without a pom-pom. That's another 4. So that's 8 different looks for this project. And so, you know, it's really a great one that you're going to want to make. So thanks again for joining me, my friends. I can't tell you how much I appreciate all your support with my channel, that you've subscribed and liked the videos. Joining my Facebook group is also important. You can find that link down below. But when you subscribe to my channel, and I emphasize this all the time, but it means so much to me because YouTube recognizes that it's being watched then and will make it go to a wider audience. So please do that for me. I would appreciate it so much. Have a great day, my friends. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.